Imscared is a game created by Italian developer Ivan Zanotti. This game was big in 2012, as it was one of the first games that introduced fourth wall breaking elements, such as launching YouTube videos or writing files to your desktop. Multiple users would go on to claim I'm Scared as a virus, which added to the mystery. I'm Scared also gained notoriety by being played by YouTube giants such as PewDiePie and Markiplier, and probably some others. This game holds a special spot in my heart as being one of my first introductions to horror games. When I had first bought this game in 2016, I had actually refunded it because it scared me too much. About a month later, I decided to buy it again and play it all the way through. This game was once my favorite horror game, and it was something I wanted to talk about on this channel for a while. So this video will cover the full game. If you're interested in playing this game at all, please check it out for yourself. It's only a few dollars, and it will take about 1 to 3 hours of your time. We'll be doing a summarized playthrough, and then discussing my thoughts and opinions on the story after. Then at the very end, I'll review the game and see if it holds up after 12 years. The answer might surprise you. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. I'm really sorry. This wasn't meant to happen. I didn't want things to go like this. Forgive me. After a brief introduction, we are in the tutorial. We can walk around, run, pick up objects, the usual horror game tropes. After getting past the gate, here we come across a small red flower. Upon interacting with it, now bring that flower to me. Welcome home. We're in a lightly furnished room with a door that has exit written in what appears to be blood. Upon interacting, we get the message, I need a heart in order to open it. Investigating further, we can find a key beneath a table. Using this on the wardrobe reveals a secret passage to the basement behind us. Entering the basement, we are greeted with a hallway with several doors to pick from. We eventually stumble across a rusty key behind a bookcase, and that will allow us to unlock this door. We get a pretty convincing blue screen with the stop code whiteface0. Upon pressing escape, we can see that the game has started to write files to our desktop. The first is labeled Attention. There is a way to turn an entity into data. They have a life of their own, and it is difficult to distinguish them from normal computer files. In our actions of every day, while we sit at the computer, this byte entity observes us and studies our every move and fear. The game is simple. Following the arrows is the key. If you get caught, you lose. A sound will predict its arrival. It is Whiteface. Upon launching the game again, we are prompted a question. Do you know my name? We are now in a car garage where Whiteface wants to play tag. All we gotta do is touch all the arrows on the ground without getting caught. After doing this, we can rush to an elevator to leave the garage. Continuing forward into the darkness, we run into a locked gate. Behind us is a bloody trail that leads to a key. Coming back to unlock the gate, we are back in the basement. Now we can head down the hallway and go back up the ladder to use the heart we obtained earlier to open the exit and end the game. You can probably see now why people have thought this game was a virus. Imscared goes out of its way to mess with you, and we love it for that. After this jump scare, we have another file to view. This labeled, I'm sorry. It's not going to let you go. I shouldn't have told you to go on. Follow my instructions. Don't let the game's appearance deceive you from now on. If things change, it arrives. Take some time and try to escape. Launching back into the game, we are in a different house now. We need to run around and collect keys to open these numbered doors. Collecting the keys is really boring, so I'm going to let the highlights play. After reaching the end of the house segment and attempting to commit suicide, we get another ending. On the desktop, we have a file titled 0. It's alive. It's real. It's changing again, like the last time. What form will it take? It's just a phantom of deception. But this isn't the end, of course. We need to relaunch the game and continue over to the second chapter. This time, we need to confront her. Welcome to the parlor. Just like last time, we'll need to walk around and find keys to open locked doors to progress. Heading down the left hallway, we find a locked door. After the quick jump scare, we need to turn back around and go to the piano to collect the key underneath it. Grabbing the key, we head back to the locked door to open it. Nothing of note for now, but it does look like the bookshelf might be a door, judging by the markings on the ground. Damn, she got me here. I am not gonna lie, that scared me when I first seen this. There's an arrow that points to the right. Walking through the wall, we'll see her. Interacting with this picture, we find that there was a secret button. Now we just need to go back to the green room. We got another blue screen and are forced to reopen the game. This time, her is not on the balcony. Instead, it's a key to the cellar. Heading down to the cellar, we just need to solve a quick puzzle to open a locked gate. Wow, holy shit. I am never ready for a chase like that. An achievement pops us telling us to hit the escape key. And once you do, you can boot back up into this green room. Then we can head on the balcony into the garden. The garden is honestly one of my least favorite parts of the game. However, it does have some cool puzzles, such as manipulating a file to remove a lock, or having to go to a website to find a secret path. Aside from that, the garden feels like it's just padding for time, and isn't an important part of the game whatsoever. Here are some highlights from the section. Past the garden, we are back in the basement once again. This time, there is an extra door we can open to go to the station. In the station, we have to run around and interact with music boxes to progress, while we're being chased by her. After interacting a few times with the music boxes, we get the metro key. We can use this key to enter the metro and see a ticket booth. All we have to do here is change our computer's clock to match the time on the clock in the metro, which is midnight. Then we can hop on the train and continue to the next part. I hope you reach this sign in a minute. There's a new file on the desktop, but I know it wants to destroy it. I hope it's still there. If not, I'm sorry. To the ones playing, to the ones watching, there is a way to turn an entity into data. But if it's a data we're talking about, then there must be a way to get rid of it. If you really want to delete whiteface from your computer, there's only one way. Keep playing. Keep watching. We are at the last part of Chapter 2. There is now a file in our folder named Revolver. In this folder, we can give ourselves ammunition for the final encounter. 6 will do. The curtain falls. I want to share a story with you. I've never had the chance to be a child, but when I was a child, I always thought about awful things. One day my brother went to an appliance store, leaving me in the back seat of the car. I looked at him entering the store, disappearing behind the sliding doors. Then my head drew scenery. Oh no, my brother got impaled by some sort of electrical appliance. There's blood everywhere. What should I do now? The truth is, I never had a brother. As her to talk was not my thing. I just wanted to entertain you. Maybe I should go back or change again. You changed me, and now I'm not scared. No, I'm worried. Maybe that's why I'm using all these commas I never liked that much. Maybe I'll let you play with me for a short time, instead of the opposite. I have two more secrets for you. The creds holds one of them. It will be fun. But please, at the end of this, do not kill me. I really want to be with you. Forever. This reality will never collide with the other one, but the events of one alters the twin and vice versa. Have you already tried resetting? See what's on the other side. This place is filled with the same products everywhere. Isn't it fun? Tomorrow's your turn. Don't forget to check the freeze room, send the mail, send market orders at the computer, toss the useless garbage in the office, try out the auxiliary generator. P.S. If the PC gives you problems, just shut it down. Power button's broken though. If you don't find the office keys, I'll send someone with them as soon as you deliver the mail. Welcome to the finale of Imscared. We have two possible endings we can achieve here. We can either give Whiteface a red flower and reset the game back to the beginning, deleting all of our save data, or we can try our best to get rid of the entity once and for all. Just a quick warning, the next section will be going to enter the door and trying to get rid of Whiteface. There will be a lot of jump scares, and it will be very loud. So if you need to adjust the volume on your TV or headset or video, please do so now. I'll let the next scene play out in its entirety, and I'll be back to talk about what happened. You have been warned. I suppose you're satisfied. I'm scared. I'm scared to the point that I cannot hide my heart anymore. Destroy this file, move it, change its name, the game will end, and so will my curse. Leave me here. I beg you. I want to stay here with you just a little more. Just a little more. But I do know. Farewell. What an ending. The curse is lifted, and Whiteface no longer haunts our computer. No matter how many times you launch the game, Whiteface is not coming back. Now, we can talk about my overall review of the game and its story. For the story, personally, I've seen conflicting viewpoints on the story of this game, but I don't think this game was made for the intention of there being a sprawling narrative. I think this game just exists to scare the player, and that's okay. It works great at that. Personally, I believe her and Whiteface are once real people. The ending to Bury Me implies that Whiteface at one point might have killed her. I'm not sure why Whiteface would have killed her, but I believe shortly after Whiteface hung himself in guilt. Perhaps these two were related to Ivan, our creator, and he found a way to turn their entities into data. He created a game space for them, a world to play in, but perhaps Whiteface became malicious and found his own fun way of playing. To be honest, that's the best story I can come up with. I'd love to hear what you, the viewer, has to say about the story. If you have any thoughts, please leave it down in the below. Now, does this game hold up to the test of time? Honestly, not really. I had to replay this game for the video, and while I did know some of what was going to happen, I'd forgotten a good portion of it as well. I'd actually never seen the ending to this game, as I initially gave Whiteface a flower and didn't want to replay the whole game. I feel like a lot of this game comes down to Whiteface is here, sudden loud noise, crashes the game, and leaves a note on my desktop. It's an extremely cool novelty, but it's just that. It's a novelty, and it gets old. I had to skip forward a lot of the gameplay and rush this playthrough because honestly, it was boring to sift through and watch. Now, Imscared does a fantastic job at creating a disturbing and creepy atmosphere, and Imscared does have some really good scares in it, but too many jump scares just keeps me prepared for the next one, and it lessens the impact of them. Like the ending, I think there was 4 or 5 jump scares total within a short amount of time. Anyways, this game is a 6 out of 10 for me. It's far from bad, but it's just not my cup of tea anymore. I've grown a lot since last time I played this game, and horror games like this no longer really scare me so much. However, to you, it might be really scary, so please feel free to check it out if you're still curious. In fact, I left out several jump scares and creepy things that I found in the game, just in case someone was curious and wanted to check it out after this video. Thank you for watching my video covering Imscared. Please like and subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Have a wonderful day.